Transforming Trauma Case Studies. A workshop presentation developed by Dr. Julian Watchorn on behalf of the Foster and Kinship Carers Association of Tasmania. This workshop received support from the Sydney Myer Fund. In the final unit of this series of workshops, we'll explore how we can apply our understanding of trauma and the practice model to two case examples. For each case study, you'll be asked to name 3 elements of the practice framework you think would be helpful and realistic to focus on. 1. Predictable. 2. Responsive. 3. Attuned. 4. Connecting. 5. Translating. 6. Involving. 7. Calming. 8. Engaging. You will then be asked to determine a strategy for each of the 3 elements that would be useful in this situation with a child in each case study. It may be easiest to download the document for this module and print out the case studies. You will need to go back through the course material to work out your responses for each case study. Write your responses down on a piece of paper for each case study and then enter your responses into the knowledge test for this module. Case study number 1, Gemma. Gemma is a very quiet and withdrawn 12-year-old. She finds it difficult to make friends and is often ostracised by her peers who describe her as weird. She tends to hover in the kitchen as much as possible, but doesn't always want to talk to you. She's doing okay with her schoolwork, but some teachers aren't very happy with her effort. What stands out for you is that when you went on a trip recently, Gemma was reduced to tears for much of the day and really didn't seem to take anything from the whole experience. You know that she's experienced some physical abuse and was living with her mother and younger brother while her father had moved away. Name 3 elements of the practice framework you think would be helpful to focus on with Gemma, and then name a strategy from each of these elements you might apply. Case study number 2, Meredith. When Meredith hears raised voices, it triggers a memory of her stepfather who was verbally and physically abusive. While the shouting at home posed no threat to Meredith, the shouting has sparked a memory that she cannot make sense of. She reacts to the shouting as if she's in immediate danger. The loud voice of any adult also triggers memories of her stepfather's way of communicating with her before he assaulted her. Meredith cannot make any links between these environmental cues and the memories that they triggered in her. She's not aware of her own traumatic reactions. Name 3 elements of the practice framework you think would be helpful to focus on with Meredith. Then name a strategy you might apply from each of those 3 elements.